Hey, what is going on, Madden family? I got a controller in my... Why do I have a controller in my hand? I don't need a controller. We're talking about rookie, premiere, and prediction time. So, before we predict, and we're going to see the draft class here on the screen, it looks beautiful. We want to see what we've done in the past, right? Madden has... They tend to follow a pattern. Way back in the day, when I was your age, Madden 16 had rookie premiere. And they had a ton of cards. Joey Bosa, Zeke, Jalen Ramsey, Jared Goff, Carson Wentz, Eli Apple, Buckner, Corey Coleman, Leonard Floyd, Derrick Henry, Carl Joseph. There was a lot. There was so many of them. So many of them. So many. And at that point, we got Goff and Wentz and all that. Jalen. It was a pretty good time. That one was pretty good. In Madden 17, you guys can see this okay-ish. Myles Garrett, Marshawn Lattimore, Jamal Adams, Jonathan Allen, T.J. Watt on the defensive side of the ball. Offensively, Corey Davis, Leonard Fournette, O.J. Howard, Deshaun Watson, and Garrett Bowles. So they try to touch a little bit of each. They started doing the 5-5 that year, and they stuck with the 5-5 last year as well. With Darnold, Barkley, Calvin Ridley, Hayden Hurst, Quentin Nelson, Chubb, Van Der Esch, Roquan Smith, Denzel Ward, and Derwin James. This was the best year for it. All these cards got tons of upgrades. Oddly enough, the worst ones were Denzel Ward was one of the lowest cards. I guess Sam Darnold. Darnold and Hurst didn't really get much either, which is kind of fair. So that's what we see. Now, obviously, people want to see Cuyler Murray. Of course, everyone wants Cuyler Murray. Look at him. He's sitting here at the top, right? Cuyler Murray. Is Cuyler Murray going to get a rookie premiere? I don't think so. He's one of those cards that they know they could make a lot of money off of. I don't think he will. They didn't give Baker one last year, and Baker would have been the move to do it, right? I mean, he would have been the guy. They gave it to Darnold instead. So I kind of see them doing the same thing this year, giving everybody that speedy quarterback isn't really something that Mott likes to do. So I don't think that's who we're going to get. I would imagine more at quarterback we end up getting, what's his name? Who's going to actually play? Haskins? Probably. I think we would get Haskins. The only reason we would get Cuyler Murray, in my opinion, is if they don't think that Haskins or Daniel Jones is going to play. If they don't think they're going to play, well, they'll have to give it to Murray because they, historically at least, have given it to a quarterback. So that's up in the air. But Haskins sort of makes sense for him. He's not going to be the biggest name. But, hey, we'll go with that. At running back. Again, this is another bad year for them. Normally we get running backs drafted really high. This year, who was it? Josh Jacobs was the highest drafted running back, I think. I think so. So if we get a running back, it's got to be Josh Jacobs. And that's, great for some people, not so much for others. Again, offensively, we're talking about wide receiver. There's not a lot. Hollywood Brown, N'Keal Harry, pretty sure that's it. That's rough for EA. They could obviously go and pick out second or third rounders. It's not something they've normally done, but I would assume you probably get, you get Hollywood Brown, right? So that's 2 or 3 bad potential cards on offense. Again, I don't think they want to give Cuyler Murray the card, but if we're not getting good skill positions, they're going to kind of have to make you want to do it. At tight end, it could be Hawkinson for sure, but I think people would rather have Noah Fant. Makes a little bit more sense there. Speedier, people like speed. That's who I would personally want to see. And then occasionally, we get an offensive lineman, and they could pick anyone they want. So I would just go with Jonah Williams. Lindstrom, it doesn't matter. If they pick an offensive lineman, that's what they're going to do. Offense is really bare. It was a very low offensive draft from a skill position standpoint. So, like I said, if they do decide to do Cuyler Murray, that's probably why. Like I said, in years past, we got Barkley was the big get. The year before that, Deshaun Watson, Leonard Fournette, big names. The year before that, Zeke. So we've got some big names in the past. There's not really a big name outside of Murray on offense, so he could slot into there, no problem. No problem at all. Now, obviously, on the defensive side of the ball, I think a couple of these they seem too easy to pick because offense is lacking, even with Cuyler Murray out there. I feel like they're going to have to load up. You're going to have to give me Nick Bosa. You're going to have to give me Quinnen Williams. You're going to have to give me Devin White. Those three, non-negotiable. Really, non-negotiable. If they really wanted to do something good, they could give us a Montez Sweat or something like that, but he's going to be low rated. We love fast. For an actual outside linebacker, I know they've got Brian Burns slotted there and Josh Allen slotted there. I don't know if we'll get anyone like that. Again, a problem with the draft. Cornerback. Who was the first cornerback drafted? I don't even remember. I gotta look here. DeAndre Baker? Is that what they really want to go with? I kind of would hope they would do like Greedy Williams. Honestly, he'd be a good card. They're gonna have to go outside the first round because it's safety. You gotta have sellable names. I don't really know who Darnell Savage is. I think he's fast, which would be good. Jonathan Abram, again, athlete. But if they're gonna break the trend, this is the year they go into second and third rounds for sure. Otherwise, just give us 10 defensive players and just load up. Give us Josh Allen, give us Ed Oliver, Devin Bush, Rashawn Gary, Brian Burns, Montez Sweat. Give us all those guys then, since we're going to be missing and lacking otherwise. But it's not great, man. It's not great. And if we're wondering how some of these cards may look, well, that's why we own Madden Ultimate Team already. We're going to go look at the rookies and see how they all are, because it's going to give us a better idea of which of these cards are going to be good. Now, obviously, when they finally do say, hey, we're dropping this stuff, I will go through and I will review and I will give you guys my predictions on who I feel like is probably the best cards to do. Where is rookie? NFL draft. What am I looking for? So obviously starting at the top, these are the cards we want. Oh, these are the cards we want. Nick Bosa would be a really, really solid card, especially with the power move and finesse move. Having such a good rating there. I would like that a lot. Farrell, I don't think they'll give him a card because I think they're going to have to give the Raiders Josh Jacobs a card. I think that's my take. Could be wrong. Cuyler, everyone will love Cuyler Murray. We know that. Everyone knows that. Obviously. Where are all the rookies, man? Devin White, obviously. Speedster, would love him. And even same with Quinnen Williams. So my predictions are based on the usability of cards, right? If they got a good card, it would be really good. It's sort of my take. With Derwin James, they really boosted Derwin this year in the game. Really, we all knew Saquon was going to be a goon, whatever happened. We knew Roquan Smith was going to be fast. Denzel Ward was going to be fast. Like, those were very highly desirable cards, which I did end up doing. I think Which ones didn't I do last year? I did Barkley, Ridley, Chubb, Roquan, and Denzel. I don't think I ended up doing Derwin. Pretty sure I didn't. I don't remember. But if the program is anything like it was last year, it's going to be great. I want to make sure that I have all my coins for it, get some really good cards. But I hope that they do make changes to the program, whereas last year, A, the cards stopped getting upgraded. I don't like that. B, they couldn't get abilities. In a game like Madden 20, which already feels like it's pretty ability-based, I kind of need them to have abilities. Or C, if we are doing power-ups, I kind of would like them to go into a power-up set. You know? Trade it, you need a 94 Devin White to get the 95 power-up Devin White. You can put in this version of it if you want. You don't have to, but you can. I don't see why they didn't do that. That's what I would really like to see. But otherwise, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I feel like it's going to be hard for E to knock this one out of the park this year. If they don't include Cuyler, they're really going to hurt themselves. People are going to be mad. I think they got away with it with Baker last year, but they don't normally like to give people more than 199 in the game. So that's kind of how it goes. We'll see. I don't know the reason why they didn't do it. If they don't do Cuyler again, I don't know the reason why they're doing it. They should, but I would not be betting on it. That's my take. I wouldn't bet on it. Again, I would love it if they did it. EA, I would love it. But I'm not getting my hopes up. I'm prepared for Daniel Jones. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Put your predictions down below. I'm out. Peace.